It's Thursday, and although there's not a lot of MLB games, I do have 6 picks that I've lined up for you. We're going to look at 3 pitching props and 3 hitting props right here on Prize Picks. My name's CJ. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, smash that subscribe button right now. Make sure you ring that bell, turn those notifications on so that you're alerted anytime I drop a new piece of content. And last but certainly not least, hit that like button for me. We're trying to get to over 49.5 likes. I'm taking the over because life's too short to take the under. Appreciate everybody joining me. Let's get into today's video. Before we start talking about today, let's look back at yesterday. We went 4-2 yesterday on our picks. We ended up landing on the right side of Tucker Barnhart over 0.5 strikeouts, Oswaldo Cabrera over 0.5 total bases, James Outman over 0.5 total bases, and Jose Barrios under 5 strikeouts. The only ones we lost on were Drew Rasmussen under 6 strikeouts. He ended up going over by 1, and we went under on Johan Oviedo on his 4.5 strikeouts. Again, he went over by 1. So it was kind of a really close day. We were like double hooked from a 10x payout, almost a 25x payout. So let's see if we can run it back today and get some of them coins back that we might have lost. All right, starting things off here. If you're not playing on Prize Picks, guys, join Prize Picks right now. Use promo code Curry, 100% instant deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. So if you put in 100, they're going to match you, giving you 100. You got to use code Curry. You got to use the link down in the description below if you want to take advantage of that offer. Starting things off, we're going to look at the pitchers here. I've got Sean Manaea, San Francisco Giants. The last time we took one of his player props, it was a strikeout prop, and Manaea did not get there for us. So now I've got blood. I've got revenge on my mind, and I want to take Sean Manaea's 5.0 hits allowed today. So we're going to go over to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer first and foremost. We want to see if the odds are in our favor to take the over or under here, and we want to know if it's a plus EV play, and then we're going to run it through our projection system, which is the bat by Derek Carty. So starting things off here, all you have to do if you're using this tool, type in the man's name here. And in this case, we go down to his hits allowed category, 51.65% chance. Notice I didn't say a 100% chance. These props are set by lines makers on the sports books, on Prize Picks, to be a 50-50 proposition, meaning a coin flip. But we do have a slight edge here, a 1.65% edge or advantage in our favor, saying that Sean Manaea will allow at least 5 hits today. So let's go take a look at a projection. We're going to look at the bat by Derek Carty here. You just punch in Sean Manaea's name, head over to the hits category, and you see that he's projected for 5.76 hits allowed. So 5 or more, and we're in the clear. So let's go back to Prize Picks here, punch in the more for Sean Manaea, and hope that the New York Mets give him a hard time today. Moving on to our next pick, staying in the hits allowed category, we're looking at Ryan Nelson, Arizona Diamondbacks starting pitcher. He's taking on a San Diego Padres team that has a lot of potential to inflict damage from home plate. All right, he's at 5 hits allowed as well. So let's head back to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer here and see which way we should be going based on the odds pulled from the sports books and comparing those to Prize Picks lines. So we go to the hits allowed category. He's at 5, like I mentioned. The over looks like the optimal way to go here, a 51.87% chance that he allows at least 5 hits today or more. Again, not a 100% chance because nothing's a lock, nothing's a guarantee. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called gambling, now would it? But this is a plus EV play, so let's head back over here to the bat by Derek Carty. You can find this on Roto Grinders if you want to get your hands on the bat, or you can find it on EV Analytics. Either way, both sites host the bat by Derek Carty. So 5.51 hits allowed is his projection today. Again, the line is 5, the projection's 5.51. So we have about a 0.51 advantage, projected advantage in our favor. So we're going to head back over to Prize Picks. We're going to click more on Ryan Nelson, and we're going to move on to our third pitching pick of today's video, which is Nestor Cortez. He's our thumbnail player of the day. All right, his 30.5 pitcher fantasy scores looking rather nice. He's taking on the LA Angels today. Guys, not only did I look this up on the bat, but I looked it up on 2 other fantasy score models, and Nestor Cortez for more than 30.5 fantasy score is looking like the way to go here. But just to show you what the bat has him projected at, we're going to head back over here. We're going to type in Nestor's first or last name, either way. And then you head over to the fantasy points section here. He's projected for 32.3 fantasy points today. So that would be an over by about 2.3, a little bit of an edge or an advantage in our favor. So I'm going to take the over on Nestor Cortez and pray and hope that he has a good day today as he faces off against Patrick Sandoval. All right, moving on here. We've got our 3 hitter props all queued up. I'll let you know which way you should be going on those. But first, I want to say, if you guys are not subscribed yet, get subscribed, hit that like button if you like what I'm doing here. I'm releasing new content every day, MLB and NBA content especially, right here on this YouTube channel. I appreciate all your support as we march toward 10,000 subscribers. Let's get it done by the end of the NBA season. All right. Our first hitter prop of the day is Rafael Devers of the Boston Red Sox. He's taking on the Minnesota Twins today. Let's see which way we should be going on his 0.5 hitter strikeouts. Again, we're going to go back to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer because I only want to play picks where the odds are in my favor, right? We want picks where the odds are working for us and we're not working against them. So taking a look at this one here on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer, the optimizer giving this one a 52% chance to go over 0.5 strikeouts. So we need at least 1 strikeout from Devers today. So let's go take a look at what he's projecting for. Again, using the bat by Derek Carty. It's been the most accurate MLB model for the last 3 seasons. And I think it'll probably be the most accurate for a 4th season. I'm just saying, I got a good feeling about that. But he's projected for 0.82 strikeouts today, my friends. That's obviously more than 0.5. If you've been watching these videos the last couple of days, anytime I see a strikeout projection of like 0.7, 0.8 or higher, we've had pretty good success of those coming through clutch for us. He's going up against Manaea today. So 0.8 on a line of 0.5. I'm going to feel pretty good about taking the over on Rafael Devers. Now his teammate, Justin Turner, we're going to be looking at his hits, runs, and RBIs here today. Again, he's taking on Manaea. So we need at least 2 combination of hits, runs, or RBIs. I've been calling these Herbies, HRRBI, for some reason it makes sense. But anyway, Justin Turner here, Boston Red Sox. Let's go back to the optimizer and see which way the odds are going on this particular play here. You can see that the optimizer gives us about a 52% chance of hitting. Again, not a 100% chance because there are no locks, no guarantees. We are very much still gambling here. But nonetheless, 2 or more hits, runs, or RBIs, a 52% chance for this to come through for us. So of course, I'm going to apply a projection to this for you guys. And for this one, I'm going to have to bust out the calculator because I want to show you guys exactly how you can calculate the hits, runs, and RBI projections here. Quite simply, you go to H. If you're using the bat like I am, you go 0.95. Then you add up the amount of RBIs, which are set at 0.63. And then you add up the amount of runs, which are set at 0.57. And you end up with a grand total of 2.15 total hits, runs, and RBIs. That's more than 1.5. And again, I've checked a couple of other models too, along with the bat, and they all seem to agree that Justin Turner's in a really good spot today. So let's go ahead and head back to PrizePicks. We'll click more on him, and then we'll finish things up with a guy who's made an appearance in one of our videos here recently, which is Carlos Correa for this very same prop, the 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So back to the optimizer we go. We're going to type in Correa's name. It's really this simple, folks. You don't have to overthink things. Let the sports books and the odds and the projections do the work for you. No more rolling up your sleeves, digging into all of these different game logs and all this fancy stuff. The projections, the sports books take all of this stuff into consideration. They factor in all of that. So why rack your brain trying to look at, advanced statistics and stuff like that? Just get a really good projection model like the bat and you're in good shape. But nonetheless here, Carlos Correa, 53.7% chance that he goes over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs today. So I'm definitely liking that. 53.7, no, it's not 100%, but it is higher than 50%. So I'm feeling pretty good. So let's go get you a projection on this one using the bat once again to wrap this video up. 1.01 hits plus 0.57 RBIs plus 0.62 runs brings us to a grand total today of 2.2 hits, runs, and RBIs on a line of 1.5. So you know what to do. You click the more on Carlos Correa, and you pray that he ends up coming through clutch for you today. Now, guys, you don't have to take all 6 of these. Take what you like, leave the rest. What you do with your money is totally up to you, but since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and go for the big 6 for 6, 25x payday. Putting 20 bucks on it. If it all comes through, guys, I'll bring home $500. Good luck if you decide to tail any of these picks. And if you don't, well, that's okay. I'll be back with another video real soon. Guys, we'll see you at 12 p.m. Eastern time to talk some NBA hoops as well. Make sure you're subscribed with those notifications turned on so you don't miss when I go live. See you then. Good luck on your picks.